This is Grovon Mayer from the Dank Swamp Rebellion podcast reminding you to stock up on your Elmer's CheeWees. Get you some of that. I'll tell you, the original's good now. The original's real good. I like me the barbecue one. I like the taco one. Bruh, I dip that in some ranch meat. They got the hot and spicy. They got the pizza. The pizza one's real good, man. And so is the green onion. And if you like a little something sweet after, get you some of that caramel popcorn. They ain't sleeping on that caramel popcorn. And remember, if it ain't Elmer, it ain't CheeWees. Elmer's Quality Snacks since 1946. Oh, and don't forget about those seasonal flavors. This message was approved by Grovon Mayer.
Before you got here, I asked Tyler, I said, dude, what's the name of the band again? Because I'm on a lot of drugs right now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm under a lot of stress. I'm selling my house. We're about to move into the bus. We got to be at the house in the next 16 days at this point. Yeah. Not that that's anybody's issue but mine, but I'm just saying, like, I just forgot. And I wanted to listen to the new single.
I'm gonna take that ukulele from you.
Whoa, Tyler's playing Studio Mom.
I heard it and I was like, whoa, that top string was pretty loud.
One note, and now the whole show has to be in that note.
But it was funny because I thought the name of the band for some reason at that moment was Say Yes, and I typed that in, and it came up.
That's cool too.
It's one of my favorite new bands now.
Yeah.
So this band came up, and it was the cover of the album was a cartoonish hand drawn, and it was a bunch of black guys that were pirates, and they were singing this song. Say Yes, and
was it like sea shanty?
It was porn music.
Oh, okay.
It was,
I don't know. It could be. You could, depending on the vocal, it could be Tame Impala.
It's straight up groovy as fuck with a killer keyboard.
Oh, you would listen
player.
to it too?
We just listened to it.
It's so good.
Yeah, they called me months ago and they were like,
we're setting you up for this joke since y'all came last time.
we write our material way in advance. So.
they were lying to us about the whole, like, just wing it, man, be yourself.
Just think if we could actually do that, man. If we could write our bullshit.
Imagine.
Y'all would be like the podcast of Eric Andre.
Wow.
Y'all would be like the Eric Andre like podcast version.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd kill myself for sure.
I'm ready.
Like,
well, that's what Eric Andre said he wanted to do on Larry King. So I mean, you wouldn't be far off.
Kill himself on Larry King?
No,
Wow.
Larry King
live,
asked him how he'd want to kill himself, and he's like, I want to jump out of a plane onto a bale of, through a building onto a bed of nails.
Like in front of a crowd.
In front of a crowd.
That's performance
And he was
art.
like, but not like in a sad way. He's like, I die in a really cool,
Yeah, like
everybody would
extreme way.
clap.
Yeah.
Everybody'd be like,
Like in a Mind Freak way.
yeah.
What's his name? Mind Freak?
I was trying to think of it.
Chris Angel.
Chris Angel. Yeah, there you go.
I would imagine that most people could envision what a body falling from that far, going through all those things, and then
I feel like they should play "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Chris Angel?
Let the body hit the nails.
two,
Yeah.
Fucking shit,
three.
man.
Good job on that movie, Eric Andre.
God, am I
Made
the
me
only
laugh.
one that wants to like OD with hookers if I had a choice?
What you mean?
I'm just saying, this dude's like, I want to jump out of an airplane and crash into some shit in front of some people. And I'm like, I just want to OD with some hookers.
Yeah, but like...
That's how you want to go
but
out?
like,
We should
I'm
all
just
just
saying,
went
if you
like,
get a choice.
we should have all just went, oh.
only if you do that on a live stage in front of a bunch of people.
As
If you're just doing it
performance
at,
art.
if you're doing
Yes,
it at a
yes.
club or something, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to even
Nobody
know.
cares.
Nobody's
I feel
going to
like,
know
if you're
what's
at that
happening.
point in your life,
Gotta
you
make
shouldn't
sure it
give a shit
matters.
anyway. You know,
You gotta
Let
make
it-
sure
let it
that
roll.
matters.
But it's not.
That's
It's
how
not.
you get hepatitis, though.
But guess what, dude? We don't have Say Yes in the building.
We don't.
We
No.
have Hey Thanks.
Get him out of here.
shit.
Exclamation point.
Yo, this is real right now.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you.
Live from the past.
From the future. It's called retrofuturism.
Yeah, you got to start meditating because we don't talk about the
God.
past
That's right.
anymore. We only live for the future.
Okay,
So
true,
if we
true,
all
true.
hum in
And the present.
432, we should be able to make
That's
that happen.
true.
I'll get
Yes.
us started. Thank you,
Beautiful.
Earth.
I did the little slide
I feel
up.
better. I feel so good.
My spinal column's aligned.
You went like check it out, or it's just always been?
It is now.
He has a
Okay.
punch card at the chiropractor, which is weird.
I get a free
Wait, who do you go
sub.
to?
Dr. Mancrow.
Where is
You
that?
should go to
at?
my cousin Brian.
It's a telemed. It's a
Well, you
telemed thing.
never told me about Brian.
Yeah,
I've been
I
paying
thought
for it.
everybody knew Brian.
Wow.
I thought he was the
I
the
didn't know
big name
Bryans
around
were a
here.
common name in Louisiana.
It's
so
Brian-
I didn't assume Brian
It's
existed.
Brian MD, but they're lowercase. They're not capitalized.
Yeah.
That's how you get away with it.
Brine.
Brian.
Brian.
Like I'm brining a chicken.
Yeah.
MD.
You know how to farm?
That's all his territory.
I've been farming in Minecraft a lot. If anybody
I did
cares.
a lot of that.
Yeah, we're on
Destiny, too.
Twitch. I'm not, but the rest of the band is always on Twitch.
Do y'all do it all under
Minecrafting.
like hey thanks or do y'all do
Yeah,
it separate?
when we like hang out and do shit together. Like I know Alex streams by himself, but when we stream stuff like
But like Minecraft,
together.
you obviously stream by yourself. Also,
No,
That's
no,
big
it's
really.
like 3 of us in the band play
Some-
together. In
yeah,
the
as a
band.
band.
That's
We
disturbing.
just play Minecraft.
Why? Why is that disturbing? Because you didn't think of it. Sounds cool. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
right?
think you need
Yes.
to open your mind to.
Cubes can be scary.
what do y'all usually do?
So we're playing like survival. Like we're not just like building shit. We're just like trying to make it out there, you know, in the rough worlds of Minecraft.
The real world is not
Not
enough.
a world
Yeah.
with no round.
Right.
That's why I
No
stay out.
roundness
Trying to find these
no curves.
diamonds, you know,
The
like
real
just
world
like
stresses
everybody
me out.
else.
Also, fuck you, Alex, for always playing on your personal account instead of getting on the Twitter,
Ooh.
the band
What a-
Twitter.
What a not a team
Ooh.
player.
Yeah, what not a team player.
Yeah, Alex, stop being a fucking dick. Why is it that every Alex is such a dick? Like the one we used to have on the show that killed himself with the Grand Canyon?
And a few that was like that
Yeah,
too. Yeah, he did die.
he did.
He talked to me yesterday.
R.I.P. Wait
R.I.P. Alex.
a minute. Something you're not telling me right now.
Well, that's because...
You're a medium?
Whoa.
I'm a large baby.
Is that what the Rougarou?
He's a large baby.
I have a question. Are you the Rougarou?
No, that's my cousin.
Oh.
Yeah, he's I don't know where he's up to.
I think they've just been over hunted, and that's why you don't see Rougarou anymore.
So they were like a whole species? I thought it was just like one like
Well,
Cyclops.
Alligator meat is really good. I don't know about werewolf meat though.
I mean, I think if you soak it in
The
in
Rougarou
beer
tastes like
long
chicken?
enough, yeah, it takes the gaminess out
swamp
of
chicken.
it.
Good
Yeah.
idea to add for Minecraft.
The Rougarou chicken.
Oh yeah.
The Rougarou chicken. I don't know how they'd make that look in block form, but I'm sure it'd look very interesting.
Probably not too bad.
It would look about the same because if you've ever seen like a Bigfoot or a Rougarou sighting, it's always pixelated.
That's true. That's so
It'll look blurry anyway.
It all makes sense.
Let's go.
Shit, man, we're connecting worlds here.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, there's
I mean,
the
it's all-
crossover between Minecraft and Cajun heritage. That's pretty badass.
There it is.
That's true.
And I'm glad to be
the
Man,
contributor.
waving that flag.
Fucking pioneer, bro.
But yeah,
Lewis and Clark in this bitch.
you can catch us on
Me and Jan
Twitch
really do
every
be-
whatever. How
Every-
often? 2
yeah,
days?
when we do it, you know.
Yeah, what's y'all's Twitch streaming schedule?
We're working on it.
Those words don't come together.
Yeah, I need a new webcam so I can. Never mind.
Show off your chest hair.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
my.
it's a Twitch. It's a Twitch about chest hair. It's very innovative.
Sadly, you could absolutely have one.
No,
Instead of
Travis,
one of those like beard grooming guys, he's like combing. He's like, all
Travis-
you gotta do is lather it real nice.
tell them about that game you play with the trains.
Oh,
Wait, what?
There's a
Y'all think Minecraft
there-
is weird?
It's not that weird. It's just literally 3D Snake.
But trains?
It's just called Snaky Bus. I found out about this game because I was hanging out with my friend Matt and John one day. You know,
Yeah,
Sounds like
tell-
a sex
tell 'em
party
about
in the
Snaky Bus.
70s.
and John.
play Snaky Bus.
I just remember walking into the room and Matt was like messing with some instruments, and John was on the computer or the TV computer, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I remember going in and I was just like looking around. John's just like very focused, so I got curious and I looked at the screen and there's just a giant 3D train like hitting passengers to get it longer. And
What
I
a
was
sight
like,
to behold, right?
I was like, what is this? And he was like, Snaky Bus. And I was like,
you
course
wouldn't, you
it
wouldn't
is.
know.
yeah, yeah. And then he didn't say
Something
anything.
you know nothing about.
Yeah, he just kept playing it after, and it really just the amount of concentration versus like talking about it made me think maybe this is worth my time.
Snaky bus.
So I bought it for $5.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
And you should stream it more when you get that little
Oh,
camera.
when I get a little webby, yeah.
Play some Snaky Bus.
Some Snaky
I'm
Bus.
sure someone wants to watch that.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch our live sets. It's just our game streams.
That's another thing. Maybe by that time this stuff comes out, we'll maybe have that started to figure out more.
I have the account already.
Just play your tracks behind like whatever you're playing as background music.
Oh yeah,
That's
we got the
true.
tracks already.
Unless,
for-
what if
for
what if
live.
like DistroKid, like working for music, flags us
Oh,
for
yeah, we
doing it on
get-
Twitch for our own music?
And then you report it.
Yo, you know what's funny?
Report yourself.
Yeah.
really toss the tables around.
And then that's what happens. Someone picks that up, some PR, and they're like,
Can you imagine that
sues
fucking...
themselves for using their own music.
Dude, the email would be
on
so
Twitch
fucked up.
stream.
Dear Distrokid, to who it may concern, this is hey thanks, exclamation point. Would
Don't
just like
forget
to
it.
let you know that we've used our own background music to market ourselves, and we have found ourselves in violation of this.
I appreciate the notice for the exclamation point because that does aggravate us. We get mad every time you do it.
Yeah,
every
we're gonna-
time
every
all
time-
these people
every
that
time
type
you-
it and don't put the exclamation
Yeah,
point.
I'd rather
we
what
see,
you did, which
we
is
hate
like
it.
like say yes.
I want them to be able to find it.
Yeah.
I'd rather somebody just call us say yes than hey
And not
thanks
put
without
the
the
exclamation
exclamation
point.
mark.
That's true.
Finish.
When they improperly punctuate it,
Yeah.
it's
And people try to put commas after
Yeah,
the
like
hey.
they're writing a
and it's like,
letter.
no, that's not what it is.
Like there's something else after. Like there's like
hey, thanks,
you
it's
don't
like we
say it
promise
like that.
there's more than this. And so
Have you ever had like a ellipses?
Oh, what?
You don't talk about my sexual preferences, Dad. You don't talk about
Trevor said
In the South, there's always a reason to drink beer. Now the rebellion's giving you one more. Pickled Peppers Hop Shop. Homebrew kits delivered straight to your door.
The ceremony is about to begin.
Become a member of the 1 Million Brew Club today at pickledpeppershopshop.com. And don't forget to listen to Tyson and Tanner on their hit podcast, Pickled Peppers Hop Talk. Check out Pickled Peppers Hop Shop. Use promo code DSR Talks to get 20% off any brew kit. And don't forget to try the DSR Talks down the bayou, Magnolia Saison.
Pickles, peppers.
The semicolon.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's
That one's an OG.
That's a
Trevor's face was like,
That's a good one.
he's like, I know.
That is a OG. They got the one on Time too. The
Time magazine?
No, the Time. When you look at Time,
I never.
Oh, yeah. That's a.
No, don't give in. Time is not
that's
real.
true.
It's just a
I almost fell
You
for
fell
it.
for
saw?
it. You're trying to go back into humanity.
it's just
Come
a
on now.
construct, man. And so
That
is
was close.
punctuation. So don't get too tied up on if they give you the exclamation.
Look, I can't read, so I never knew what it was to begin with. So I'm
so
sorry.
say yes is actually what the
Yeah,
name is.
yeah, that's why I believed him when he pulled it up.
Exclamation point.
I was like, this sounds like we probably
Say
did.
yes,
It
exclamation
kind of looked
point.
the same, like.
Literally, like it just. All I could see is blurs of color.
Yeah.
I don't even have my glasses
Hey,
on. so-
thanks, say yes.
Well, what is the
Yeah,
name
that
of y'all
sounds right.
band?
Fuck. We got really.
Yeah, this is. We always trip up on
Well,
this one.
Yeah, it's really hard to say.
Say the name of your band right now.
We're hey thanks.
Well, how the fuck am I supposed to know that has an exclamation point? You did not
Ready?
specify.
It's love.
Ready?
It's
Listen.
Like,
Listen to the end of the. Look.
it's not necessarily a. Bah,
You
like
ready?
It's just.
We're
a
hey.
soft
We're
exclamation.
hey thanks.
There you
You're just
go.
asking me. Hey, thanks.
I wish
We've
I
gotten
wish they
that
would have put
before.
a question mark behind it. That would have been way funnier.
So even though it's we're in like fucking beginning of July right now, right? And this episode isn't being heard. Now we're in quantum time, so this is like mid-August. You know, third week of August.
We've time traveled to mid-August just now.
Visualizing it.
Yeah.
So we're there.
How's it feel? It's
But
just a lot
at
of
this
the same.
moment, you guys,
More money. We're up. We're up in August.
oh, so y'all rich in August?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then
That's
after
how it
August
feels.
is over, we lose it all.
Yep.
September 1st, it's done.
It's done. It's like a 1 month a year.
Bankrupt.
I would like to hope that we had some way of
Hey, thanks
helping with
changes
that.
to
you
what
know?
the fuck exclamation point.
Wait, are you
Either
saying-
giving the money or getting it. You know, like I just
mean,
hope our hand was in
As
that
long
for
as you
y'all.
can trick me into thinking like that it's in my wallet, then I'm down.
Just don't sign some stupid contract that says, hey, you get paid with your own merch.
we can't.
I
write
can't
either.
read. I can't write or read.
So
Yeah, that's actually.
So yeah.
I'm completely
That's
illiterate.
working. Honestly, because of our like downfalls, it's become the reason we haven't signed anything.
Yeah, and it only
Even
makes
if
us
it's
stronger
good.
in the end, right?
Yeah, because nobody can tell us what to do. So we'll just write whatever music we want.
Warriors!
I like that school of thought because if you can't sign anything, then you could sign everything as something else.
Yeah, and it's like if you can't beat them, join them. But like, we could probably beat them.
You know what's a good idea I just thought about because of that whole concept?
What?
We go home and we write a long ass document and just like pretend it's like a big label and just like post it online.
Yeah.
And then we'll get it enough to where a label gets pissed off and then we'll just send a record.
You could
Be
Google
like, give us one
Fuck
chance.
yeah.
record deal template.
Look, Travis.
Because everything matters with record labels, and everyone knows that.
But
so
do it
if
from
you're
a record label that doesn't exist anymore, like from the galaxy of Plato.
I was gonna say, what's super cool for you to knock it out quick. This will be like documenting
Yeah,
it after
yeah,
it happened.
Yeah.
but while it's happening,
And it's
Yeah.
also, once again, Dank Swamp
and
Rebellion
before.
telling the future.
Yeah, we're just in. Yeah,
We've been
figured
on
it
that
out.
kick lately.
We cracked
just
it.
Trying to crack the code.
we get
tell
a
the future.
couple weeks ahead advance. So
Yeah.
I mean, this whole podcast is kind of like the whole concept of like time's not real, you know?
Because just a couple weeks ago, I
not
said,
in here. That's for sure.
Quote it.
I told Tyler, I said, I think in about 3 weeks there's going to be a lady in Florida that's going to shit on the floor in a grocery store in the produce department. And guess what? A couple days ago, came
Boom.
out in the paper. It happened.
Wait, where at?
In Florida, of course.
Oh.
But
I wanna go
was
to
very
Florida,
specific
man.
about it.
What
And it was
part
right.
of Florida?
That's almost not fair. Dude.
Any part.
It's almost not fair because I feel like that just happens pretty
Just,
often.
just on the reg
It's a
every day.
regular thing.
Yeah.
Their Krogers are just infested with turd floors.
Especially in
I was hoping
Shout
it
out to
was a
Florida.
friend.
We had great shows in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah, they
Florida.
do have good shows. People are crazy enough to come to ours, so I guess that's
In the
another
Gulf
thing about
South,
Florida.
though,
Perfect.
that's the good thing about the Gulf South is you don't by state from east to west. I mean west to east.
That's also a construct.
As you right. As you go by
The compass rose is bullshit.
But you kind of start in like the border of Texas on the Gulf, right? And the meth is okay. And then you get to Louisiana, it's a little better. And by the time you get to Florida, they're a buck wild, son. Like you could literally shake a meth head's hand in Florida and trip your balls off.
I don't know. It's. I have a controversial thought about that because Florida, while that may be true, we've been to Albuquerque, and Albuquerque's a beautiful city. But after hours at Albuquerque downtown, I remember the first thing that happened was
New Orleans boy.
yeah, we were walking down Albuquerque and we got done with the show. It was 10 p.m. and there was like shit tons of people out. And the first thought I had, because I'm just always trying to radiate positivity.
Living life to the fullest.
I'm like, man, Albuquerque's busting at night, and then like I start looking around and I'm like, well, I noticed all like the buildings are like closed and I'm like, so what's everybody doing just walking around? And then I like noticed, I was like, oh, these are all
Homeless
people. And I was like, this is crazy. And
You thought they were
And-
throwing down.
I thought it was just
He
a
thought
big
it was a
They're
poppin' night.
barbecuing
I
in the
thought-
street,
yeah.
listening to music, having a
And-
good old time.
Everybody
And-
was having a good time though.
I mean, I remember there was
Everybody
a
was having
guy
fun.
in a wheelchair who had a box of popcorn or whatever on his thing, and he was passed out in a corner with the popcorn, just looking at the wall.
He's lucky somebody didn't jack that popcorn from his ass, because I sure would have.
I think there's
I was hungry, but
there's something that's there though, like to confuse homeless people with having a great time.
that's magic,
that's
and that's
What?
what you get
But
out in the
also,
desert.
that tells me a lot about
you
you.
believe, and I could tell.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
tells me a lot about you, man. 'cause,
that's a beautiful thing.
man, that's some positive shit. Because I would have just been like, look at all these fucking crackheads. And he's like, look at this party.
Yeah.
yeah,
Look at these
that's what
beautiful
it is.
fucking people.
What a grand
I was trying to
optimist.
figure out how to talk to one of the groups because I was like a little nervous, but
With all the homeless people, though, how did they have enough people to go to the show?
well, we play free shows.
No,
So-
we didn't play free in Albuquerque.
I'm trying to
you're just
look
trying to
good.
look- oh,
I'm
shit.
trying to look. Wow. No. Anyway.
He's
Feel
like,
free.
we played Soapbox on the street.
Feel
in
free.
Albuquerque."
Yeah, it wasn't actually a show. We just showed up.
Feel free to make shit up. I promise it's
We
fine.
showed up at the
true.
Albuquerque Mall and just sat up in the food
We
court.
do that. We go to the malls all the time.
I
Yeah.
know that's a thing.
So you play
Right.
for the
You
people that
promote
walk.
in the mall
Mall
the day
rats, yeah.
before. Well, like
I
that
kind
day.
of I make strange noises to gather people's attentions because there's a lot of noise in the mall already. So it's
Yeah.
like the only way you're gonna get somebody to even
Like,
look at
what
the
kind of
CD.
noise? What you mean?
Yeah, give me an
So
example.
it start like usually I start off kind of like, hey,
And you get the hum of
and
the,
so
of
so
the
you get a
security
little like
guard on
you
his
get a little
little
nervous. You look
Segway.
around.
He's
You're
like,
like, I wonder how many security guards are in the Mall of Louisiana. because there's only one in the Homa Mall, as we know. So
Not anymore.
oh yeah, so probably 0 now. Future Amazon shipping warehouse. Everyone for who doesn't know.
Yeah.
But
Wait, is
then
that for
usually
real?
it'd be like,
You know what that sounds like? A peacock.
that scares people. So I'm
Yeah.
scared of birds. So
Sounds
like
exactly
when
like a
I
peacock.
when
Are you
Very
allowed
terrifying.
to say that?
Peacocking?
Yeah.
He's peacocking
You
in the mall.
peacocking at the mall with the old
So-
people doing their laps?
the people do laps at the mall.
You've never seen that before? That's my favorite thing to watch. Is just like people just,
Okay,
like,
we're talking about walking. I literally my brain associated
Dude, you
laps
ever
with
see
being
them
in
walking?
being in a pool.
Is the old people walking?
I was like,
They
this
fill
is
the
not a
mall with
pool.
water.
Travis's
Yeah.
summer vibes. Laps in the pool.
Dude, they're like walking through. They got their little walkers and like the diapers hanging and the
Adult-
shit's running down.
Adult Swim. Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah, they do that, and it's
Yeah.
I
highly
hope I can be.
competitive.
I can hope I can be as like fucking aspiring as they are when I
I
get
know,
older.
right?
You could time them, and you could let them know their times, and they're really
I
excited.
mean, I
to hear
would
about 'em.
honestly if somebody could buy me a timer.
Well, it's not real
Yeah, it's
anyway.
rough out here.
I'm kind of triggered, man.
Me. He keeps tricking me about this time shit.
Dude, and we're not even here nor there.
This is Hey Thanks Story to Tell.
You're a master of extra for the rest of testament for guys like us. If I'm any different, would you still blame me for the things you said outside of your bedroom? Drive us in it up. Why is this always in another piece of the story to tell? You watched out. I'm going wherever you spin. Round and round, these people don't know how to play. Another piece of the story to tell. You watched out. I'm caught in a web you spin. You're so desperate, trying to test if there's any chance with me and yourself. You bought the script that's overdone with constant endings that we don't want. I bet you probably never had any sort of answers for what you plot. Why is this always in another piece of the story to tell? You watched out. I'm caught in wherever you spin. Round and round, these people don't know how to play. We can't keep on excusing what you find so amusing. There's no way to change your secrets out. I must have readjusted to the memories of an adolescent child. Why is this always in another piece of the story to tell? You watched out. I'm caught in wherever you spin. Round and round, these people don't know how to play. Another piece of your story to tell. You watched out. This is not where we second guess ourselves. What would you expect from guys like us?
Are you in Bayou Lafourche or Terrebonne? Well, I have good news for you. Tired of looking for guitar strings at a pawn shop or looking for patch cables or, just those things that you need to make it happen for the next gig? Well, I'm happy to say Bayou Merchandise and Specialties has your back. This shop has everything to support local musicians and creatives, from strings, instruments, effects pedals, picks, practice amps to live amplification. And if you don't see something in the shop that you're looking for, they'd be more than happy to place that order for you. And when it comes to customer service, there is no competition. Bayou Merchandise and Specialties staff goes above and beyond to make sure you are getting what you need. Tired of practicing cooped up in the house all day? Join them for their live jam sessions throughout the week. Check their Facebook for dates and details. Go jam with some of the most talented musicians on the Bayou. Bayou Merchandise and Specialties is your one-stop shop on Bayou Lafourche, located right next to the IGA. Give them a call at 985-632-0604. That's 985-632-0604.
Listening to the Dank Rebellion podcast. Tune in every Wednesday and Saturday at 4:20 for new episodes. And don't forget about Ghost of the Coast every Sunday afternoon with